Morning all, welcome to the morning after show, the morning after the night before. As you can tell, I'm doing this first thing in the morning, just got out of bed, look like shit, but while the memories are fresh, I thought I'd crack on with it. What a game, what a game. I said online, if we weren't in a relegation zone, I'd be thrilled with that game. Result aside, because we played some cracking football, it was an exciting match. Far too often at St James's Park, we sort of lay down and just die and just hope for the best and hope to get a last minute winner on a counter attack or a corner. So it was great to see the team take it to Brentford. I know it's only Brentford. However, Brentford are that team who've just been promoted and they're going to be they're going to be very dangerous to some teams this year. Next year, unless they properly invest, they'll probably fall off. But this year, you've seen they turned over the likes of Arsenal and caused teams some real problems. Liverpool, for example. Liverpool got a 3-3 draw against them, so there you go. Let's get the negatives out of the way. Carl Darlow, that first goal, my word. Jesus Christ. The only thing I can think is so early in the match, I turned on just as Matt Ritchie was about to take the corner for our goal. Cracking time to turn on the stream. But the only thing I can think of was that Carl Darlow hadn't managed to get his hands on the ball yet, and therefore he was caught cold. But that's what the warm-ups are for. That's why you see the goalkeeper stood on the line with the goalkeeper coach just sort of volleying the ball at them. So that's disappointing. He'll have to look at himself for that. The second goal was the one I was the most disappointed with, actually. I was absolutely fuming with that goal. Looking back on it, it was a great cross into the box, but we just ran it under. We had a back five, and all of them had shuffled over. Every single one. Left a man free at the back post, so that was disappointing. And the third goal, I actually, if we're going to point fingers of blame, I blame Darlow for this one as well, because there was a ball played through to Tony, which the goalkeeper should have come and claimed easily with his gloves, just dove on the ball. But he hesitated and then came last minute, looked to bottle it, and then sort of like half cleared it with his legs, and then just sort of knelt there on the ground with his back to goal for like a second and a half. And at this moment, I was thinking, Carl, are you all right? What's going on? And then about 20 seconds later, they sort of recycle the play. It's not great defending again on our right back position, and an overlap, and then the ball is going wide, and Jamal Lascelles, fucking hell, his knee and completely bamboozles the goalkeeper. 3-2. You're thinking, shit, can we come back again? So defensively, a couple of people stand out really. I've spoken about Darlow. I'm not going to go on about him. I thought Matt Ritchie did well going forward, very well. Got some great balls into the box. On another day, I think we could have scored three. Look at my hair. Could have scored 3 or 4 goals from his crosses. Defensively, he's not at it, is he? Really, he tries. He's really good. Sometimes he does well as a left back, but he's getting caught. He gets caught out at least once or twice a game, in my opinion. Kieran Clark, I thought, did well. He had a really nice turn and sort of bit of skill at one point in the second half. But I thought he did well. His best game for a while. Jamal Lascelles had some dodgy moments. Obviously, the own goal, although that was... it happens, and that's one of them. He had a couple of moments there while I was up on my feet clapping, going, that's the old Jamal Lascelles. One moment in particular, it's the ball over the top. He chases down his man and he sort of not barges him into touch, but yeah, pretty much. And you think, well, it's so simple, but that's more like him. He had some good headers. He obviously scored. Fantastic. So yeah, overall, I'd say a better day for Jamal Lascelles. He's one of our defenders who's come under real pressure this season because he's been shite. Now, Fabian Schär. I've wanted him in the team all season. On his day, he's one of our best defenders. He was at his best wearing this kit in his first season. We've not really seen much of it since. For someone who's been saying, oh, I don't know why I've been frozen out and I've been playing well with Switzerland, which he has, today did not back up his claims one bit. He got bullied by Ivan Toney. He was always second to the punch. He fell over and stayed down a couple of times to look like he was injured, even though, no, he'd just been done by Toney. Done for pace. He had it was a ball, he misjudged the flight of the ball like a child would. Mistiming their header, let it bounce over his head. Then he just lay on the floor. Nothing wrong with him at all. Just to look like he pulled something. I think he had one moment out on the touchline where he did really well to harry someone into passing the ball. And when they did the give and go, he doubled up on the guy he was passing and let his man go. Not a fantastic display from him, but he had a goal line clearance in the first half, I believe, which would have been curtains for us at 3-1. More to come, I'm sure, but it's just ironic that he's been saying, oh, I don't know why I've been frozen out, and then he plays like that. Jacob Murphy I thought was all right, to be fair. But I did say in the team news video that we won't be switching to a back four straight away. But after seeing that yesterday, I think we need to really just to tighten things up because the back three didn't work. So, positives. Jonjo Shelvey had his best game in a Newcastle shirt for about 18 months, probably, maybe 2 years. I thought he was very good. His first time whipped long balls into the channels. He's showing for the ball more. He was a good foil with Joe Willock at times. We were a bit open in the midfield, which I sort of predicted because both of them were like attack-minded, really. But he had his best game for a while. ASM was sensational. If he can just tighten up his finishing just a little bit, he could have got a hat-trick yesterday. Because his goal that he took was brilliant. He had one just before that where it flashed just past the post. He had a couple where he's done his little jinx and cut in. He laid it on a fucking plate for Joe Linton after going past about 4 players. But we'll get to that in a minute. Callum Wilson didn't have his best game, but you know he did his run in. He had a shot blocked off the line. I suppose if that had gone in, you'd be saying he had a really good game. Ryan Fraser was better when he came on. The first goal, great corner. Like they said on commentary, not the most powerful header in the world, but fantastic direction away from the goalkeeper, as they said, down into that bottom corner, and it was a fabulous header. Come and up. Then, sorry, just moving about here. Our second goal. Oh, Joe Linton, what a finish. What a finish from that man. Similar to his first goal against Tottenham. Or what feels like years and years and years ago. But I'm just going to touch on Joe Linton. I've seen a lot of people childish recency bias at its most ugly, referring to the chance he missed to win the game, which I will get onto him in a minute. Saying, oh, he had a shit game, you know, why is he playing, da-da-da. No. That was Joe Linton's best game by a fucking mile. He's so much better in that front three, off to one side. He dropped into the centre at times when Wilson was running the channels, but he was so much better. Great skill at times, you know, his touch is better. When someone fires the ball into him, he doesn't like let it bounce off his shin and then have to go, you know, his second touch is always a tackle. So much better. Great finish. But, oh my God, the moment that will haunt us for a while if we don't win our next couple of games. So ASM's gone past the whole fucking team pretty much. Lays it on a plate to Joe Linton. Perfect timing of the pass. Perfect weight of the pass. I'm screaming at Joe, take a touch and just fucking smash it. Smash it hard and low into the goal. Please, Joe. He takes a touch. He's obviously confident. I think he's more confident on his left foot. I think he's one of these players. His right foot is his sort of whip. He can curve it better, but his left foot is his power foot. He turns inside. He does the defender and then just fucking breaks down. He just falls over. and it's not a dive. He just sort of slips, I think, and then but he doesn't try and scramble. He just sort of. You can tell that the whole stadium are groaning, and some people, no doubt, were probably like, "Fucking Joelinton." But that was his moment. Oh, that was his moment. It's gutting. But the third goal,